All right, good evening, Middle Georgia. It is Friday evening, trying to get a few things squared away, and we'll start discussing the potential severe weather this weekend. But of course, it's going to be an active weekend across Middle Georgia, so I want everyone to be prepared and ready to act when and if severe weather occurs, or I should say when severe weather occurs, because we are going to be dealing with severe weather this weekend. So I want to get everybody prepared. We're going to do this Facebook Live. If you have any questions, please let me know. But again, it's going to be an active severe weather situation as we head through the next 24 to 36 hours. So here we go. Just bear with me. And again, it's Friday night. It's 9 o'clock on Friday night. We're watching things off towards our west. Now, there's not much going on off towards our west, but this is going to be round one. This is tornado watches are in effect from Louisiana all the way up into the Midwest. That is what we are tracking right now. That's round one. That's going to stay to the west of us as we head through the overnight or through the next 24 hours. The second round, that's the one we're going to be most concerned with as we head through the next 24 to 36 hours across much of the mid-state. So here is what we are looking at right now. So tornadoes, severe weather, everything's in the cards for this weekend. So we're going to get ready for that across Middle Georgia. And I apologize, a little bit of a sinus infection going on. So if I sound nasally, I apologize. But we're doing it weather warning day for tomorrow night. That's going to be Saturday night through early Sunday morning. Unfortunately for us in Middle Georgia, this is going to be a completely overnight event. That's not good. We don't want things coming through during the night when most people are not paying attention to the weather. But this is what we do know. Severe storms will occur in Middle Georgia. Really going to be watching things carefully tomorrow across Alabama and Mississippi, where a violent tornado outbreak will occur. Strong EF2 plus tornadoes are even possible here in Middle Georgia. So I'm kind of going on the higher end of things for us in Middle Georgia because I want everyone to be prepared for this threat that we're going to be dealing with as we head through tomorrow night and early Sunday morning. Damaging winds 70 miles per hour are possible, and large hail is very possible as well. We could see golf ball or larger size hail with some of these storms. So this is why we're going with that weather warn branding. This is one of those classic springtime severe weather setups. So I want everyone to be prepared and ready to act when conditions warrant. So feel free to ask me questions on social media. I'll do my best to answer all of them. But this is what we're looking at for this weekend. We have a very rare high-risk threat for severe weather that's been issued. You get maybe one of these a year across the entire U.S. It's across Alabama and Mississippi. For us in Middle Georgia, most of us in Middle Georgia are under a level 3 out of 5 levels. But with this event, I don't want anybody to get worried about certain levels. Everybody's under the threat for severe weather. It can be a level 1, it can be a level 5. You can get severe weather in a 1 just like you can a 5. For us in Middle Georgia, we are expecting the threat for tornadoes, damaging winds, and large hail. And that's going to be early Sunday morning for the most part. Key to this, with it being an overnight event, you've got to have multiple ways to get those severe weather alerts. We're going to have severe weather. I'm going ahead and telling you that. We know we're going to have severe weather. So one way is a NOAA weather radio, and another way is the WGXA Skywatch weather app. It's free, it's easy to use, it has that interactive radar, and one of the best things about it, it has those push notifications that are pivotal to letting you know when your exact location goes under a warning. So just talking about a high risk. Again, this is just to the west of us. It means widespread severe storms are likely. It's a very rare occurrence. We'll get these every once in a while across the deep south. April 27th, 2011 was a high risk day. We've had several since then, and they typically occur when we have tornado outbreaks and a significant severe weather threat, including significant damage and life-threatening storms. That's what we're expecting tomorrow, just off towards our west. So as we look at that severe weather risk category, it's on a level of 5 levels. It is pegged out from essentially Birmingham back towards Jackson, Mississippi, where you're seeing that shade of pink. That is a level 5 out of 5 levels. And as I said, very rare. Some years we do not even have a high-risk day anywhere across the U.S. But notice, as we head through the day, or as we've been heading through the past couple of days, that risk has been actually expanding off towards the east as far as that moderate risk. That's that level 4 out of 5 levels. So, big picture, we're just looking at southeast first, and then we're really going to hit Middle Georgia and let you know what you can expect. Not much going on right now. Now, there's going to be severe weather off towards the west tonight. There's already tornado watches across Mississippi. That's that round 1. Now, tomorrow morning, severe storms likely going to be ongoing across North Mississippi. A secondary low pressure is going to develop near the Gulf of Mexico, and it's going to lift north across the southeast. As it does, it's going to bring all those ingredients together. It's going to add that spin to the atmosphere, and we're getting ready for a classic springtime severe weather setup. Now notice this is tomorrow evening, 6 p.m., looking off towards the west. This is a severe weather outbreak ongoing. These are going to be these large individual supercell thunderstorms. A supercell, it's a rotating thunderstorm. That's what they're going to be dealing with. These will likely be producing tornadoes. If not, they're going to be producing damaging winds and likely producing large hail as well. So that's going to be what's going on across East Mississippi and West Alabama tomorrow evening. As we head through the overnight hours, notice we get to about 10 or 11 o'clock. That line of storms continues to shift off towards the east. And now you're thinking, well, it's a line. Line of storms aren't as intense or severe compared to those individual thunderstorms. Well, with this event, these are going to be individual thunderstorms in a line, if that makes sense. These are going to be those rotating supercells. So as this line makes its way into Middle Georgia tomorrow night and into early Sunday morning, this is going to be a line of severe storms. likely again producing large hail, damaging winds, frequent lightning, and of course that threat for tornadoes. And notice it's not like a congealed line. It's not a solid line of thunderstorms. These are going to be broken individual storms. And as they work their way through middle Georgia, we're going to have to keep an eye on each and every one of these. Make plans that we're going to have severe weather. Tomorrow night, we're going to have at least a tornado watch likely issued, and we're going to have some severe weather of some sort working through middle Georgia. Notice this is 5 a.m. Sunday morning. We're still going to be dealing with this. It's going to be a long night in the weather department tomorrow night, but we're going to be here covering it. And notice 10 or 11 o'clock, the storms are pushing off towards the south. They'll be down towards the coastal empire, and we'll be in the clear. But it's going to be those pre-dawn hours. We have to watch things very carefully. So just to review, just showing you the entire southeast. That's what I was doing. Really what's going to be a significant and likely historic weather day across the deep south. Unfortunately, this is going to be a tornado outbreak. We could see loss of life tomorrow. There's going to be a lot of issues tomorrow. So that's not what we want to say, but that's just the case that's going to be made for this severe weather system. It's one of those classic springtime severe weather setups. Ones we don't like see coming, but it's coming anyway. So that's what we're looking at when it comes to these storms. So again, that's the entire southeast. As we look at middle Georgia, we're going to really focus on that here in just a second. Again, we're going to be looking at our potential threats. Now here is middle Georgia. This is specifically for us. We have that level 3 threat, a level 3 out of 5 levels. But notice that level 4 threat has made its way eastward, and it is into Georgia now. This will be updated after midnight tonight. We'll see if it gets expanded farther off towards the east. We don't know if it will. I think it will get expanded towards the east some, just because I'm looking at a lot of the parameters coming in. I just think they're going to go ahead and start shifting it east, especially as the event unfolds tomorrow. So right now it's a level 3 threat, but I don't want anyone to get focused on colors. With this event, we're all under the threat for severe weather. You can get a tornado here in Sandersville where it's a level 2 threat, just like you can in western portions of Upson County where it's a level 4 threat. Be prepared, be ready to act, and just know that severe weather is going to be an issue, especially tomorrow night and into the early portions of the day Sunday, those pre-dawn hours. I hate to say that, but that's what we're going to be dealing with stuff as these storms come through. So just plan for that and prepare for that. That's all we can say. And again, the worst of the weather will stay to the west of us. That's certainly some good news. It's not good news for anybody, but that is what we're going to be dealing with these storms as they come through. So again, all of middle Georgia under the threat for severe weather as we head through the day tomorrow and into tomorrow night, but it's really going to be Saturday night into Sunday morning when we're dealing with those most intense storms rolling through. And again, typically we get an enhanced risk, this level 3, a couple of times a year here in middle Georgia. That's what we're going to be dealing with. But again, the overall severity of this situation from the get-go, it's going to be a major severe weather event across the deep south. So when we talk about that moderate risk, like I said, I'm sticking to that high end of the threat because it does clip our western counties. So a moderate risk is level 4 out of 5 levels. That's when we can expect numerous severe storms are likely. As I said, it's an uncommon occurrence. You don't get many of these throughout the year. But what it means, several tornadoes will be possible. Widespread wind damage is possible as well. Hail larger than 2 inches. 2-inch hail is larger than a golf ball. These are all possibilities, and the potential is there for us to be dealing with this as we head through tomorrow night and early Sunday morning here in the mid-state. So as we look at one model data or one forecast model, this is what we call the HRR model, HRRR. It's the high resolution rapid refresh. This is a rapid refresh. It's updating every hour as new model data comes in. Tonight, it's quiet and calm here in the mid-state. Most of tomorrow, it's going to be quiet and calm. You're not going to notice much going on when it comes to that threat for severe weather. It's going to be what's building up for tomorrow night and into early Sunday, And that is what we're going to be dealing with here in Middle Georgia. So as we head through tomorrow night, or should I say through the day, let me animate this for you. We're going to see quiet conditions. We'll have a mix of sun and clouds. Tomorrow's going to be a warm and breezy day. We're likely going to surge into the 80s tomorrow here in Middle Georgia. But tomorrow night, this is when things are going to start to get interesting. I think by 11 or 12 o'clock, we'll have a watch in place. We'll go ahead and plan for that. As you look at these storms coming through, as I said, this is a different model than what we were looking at earlier. This is a higher resolution. So this is showing, yes, it's almost a line of storms, but these are individual cells within that line of storms. And those individual cells are most common when you're dealing with the threat for tornadoes. So that's what we're going to be watching. As these storms come into Middle Georgia, they're going to be producing a lot of issues. I really think, again, tornadoes are going to be an issue, large hail, and damaging winds. And I'm not doing this to scare anyone. We just want everyone to be prepared for this threat for severe weather, because tomorrow to the west of us, it's going to be a historic day, and those storms are still going to move into Middle Georgia tomorrow night, whether we like it or not. But I want everybody to be prepared, and as we head through those pre-dawn hours, we're going to be dealing with these strong storms. Notice this particular model. 4 or 5 o'clock, we're dealing with these storms. And again, it's a broken line of storms. That's what we don't want to see. We would like to see one steady line, but when you get a line of a broken or a line of storms, they're still individual. There's a lot of dynamics that go into that, a lot of severe weather parameters that can really affect that. And that is what we're going to be watching. And that's why we're really concerned about early Sunday morning across Middle Georgia. 7, 8 o'clock, that activity is pushing off towards the east. And by Sunday afternoon, I think it's going to be a beautiful afternoon. But we've got to get through the first few hours of the day. And unfortunately, during those overnight hours, that's what we're going to be watching here in the mid-state. So we're going to continue to watch this over the next couple of hours. And then tomorrow, we'll do more updates. We're going to keep you up to date as best we can. Another thing we like to look at as far as severe weather, and we don't get to show this much because we don't have this a lot at times in Middle Georgia, but with this setup, we're getting to see that significant tornado parameter. And as we head through tomorrow night and into early Sunday, anytime you get a significant tornado parameter 1 or greater, the likelihood of a significant tornado or strong tornado, which is an EF2 or greater, goes up drastically. Most significant tornadoes occur when the significant tornado parameter is 1 or greater. You're going to have 1s, you're going to have 2s. Now, the significant tornado parameter to our west has been as high as 9 or 10 this week, and that's what it will be tomorrow. That's why we think there's going to be a significant tornado outbreak across Alabama. Those storms, as I said, will continue to move off towards the east, and as they do, we're going to be dealing with a lot of dynamics in place. So that is why we're still going to be seeing that threat for significant tornadoes. Again, anything from 1 or higher, the likelihood of a tornado that would be strong doing damage goes up a lot. So this is what we're looking at. Sunday at 1 a.m., you got significant tornado parameters 1 to 2 in many locations. 2, maybe some 3s. I did see some 3s earlier today, but as I said, the model data, it's updating constantly. So as we get new model data in, the numbers are going to adjust. A lot of this will depend on what's going on off towards the west. This is 2 a.m. This is when those storms are coming into Middle Georgia. We still got these significant tornado parameters above 1. That will continue till 4 or 5 o'clock. And again, this is when you got to really watch those individual thunderstorms. Case in point, there's a Vienna, a significant tornado parameter around 3. That's substantial. For Middle Georgia, that is substantial, and that's why we could be dealing with some strong tornadoes across the mid-state as we head through the pre-dawn hours on Sunday. And then by Sunday afternoon, like I said, I think by mid-morning, a lot of this will be out of here and we'll see sunshine back. So right now the timing, and this is going to change as well. We just have to wait. We're forecasting something that hasn't even developed yet, but once it starts developing, as of right now, these are the best times we can give you. For our essentially areas west and north of Macon, Saturday at 11 p.m. to Sunday 3 a.m. That's when the storms should at least start during that time frame. will continue off towards the east. As you get into the core of middle Georgia, we're talking Macon, Warner Robins, Perry, over towards Milledgeville. The timing right now is Sunday morning from 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. And then you get into our southeastern counties from Dublin down towards Mount Vernon and Vidalia. 5 a.m. to 10 a.m. is when that threat should be moving through, and it should be moving out. This can adjust an hour or two. It's not going to change a whole lot. We know the timing's not going to change a whole lot, but within an hour or two, these numbers can be adjusted. And again, we'll be doing that tomorrow as new severe weather data comes in. I always like to tell people the severe weather threats. Let's throw it out there. Nutshell, tornado and wind. It's a pretty medium-high threat for tomorrow night and into early Sunday morning. There's that time frame, 11 p.m. to 11 a.m. Again, I absolutely hate this event because it's coming through during the nighttime hours when most people are going to be asleep. The hail, it's a medium threat. Not too concerned with flooding. This is going to be a pretty quick hitting system, so we're not going to have prolonged flooding, but there could be some areas of isolated flash flooding develop with some of these stronger thunderstorms. Supercells can produce a lot of heavy rain over a short period of time, so that's what we're going to be watching. Severe weather safety, reminder, mobile homes, manufactured homes, they're great affordable housing. They offer you no protection from severe weather. If you know or you live in a mobile home or manufactured home, you need to be making plans to probably not stay there tomorrow night or see if someone else can let you stay with them. Now, in a sturdy, well-built home, small interior room, away from windows, away from doors. That's what we always preach. And that's typically a hallway, a closet, some stairs, or even the bathroom. A lot of times the bathroom may be on that outside wall, but we have found in the years of covering severe weather that if you get in the bathtub and cover yourself up with a mattress or a blanket, because the plumbing is anchored into the foundation with the pipes, a lot of times the plumbing is about the only thing that's left if the home is hit by a tornado. So that's why we always say the bathroom. Of course, we're right on the fall line. Our southern counties, not many people have basements. Our northern counties, a lot of people have basements. Underground is the best place during a severe weather event, and especially a tornado outbreak. But again, here in middle Georgia, our southern counties, you're south of the fall line, which means the soil is more sandy, and a lot of people aren't able to have a basement. But when you get north of the fall line, it's more of that sand rock, and you get into the Piedmont rock, and that allows for at least the chance for basements and at least offer you a little bit more protection. So that is what we're talking about, just reviewing severe weather safety. Have a plan in place. Be prepared to act on it. And again, you've got to have multiple ways to receive those severe weather alerts. Love it. The WGXA Skywatch weather app. You can scan that QR code at any time. It will take you to the Google Play Store. It will take you to the App Store, and you can download it simple and easy. Has push notifications. That's the best part of it, I do believe. That will alert you when your warning or when a watch or warning is issued for your exact location. And it's pretty fast. I get alerts from this a lot of times faster than I get a text message from some of my other sources that I get. It also has that interactive radar, street level interactive radar. So you can pinpoint your house on the map, and then you can see where the storms are and where they're going and what you can do. So you have enough lead time, or you know whether you can come out and it's safe. And that is what you can do. Another thing we always talk about is a NOAA weather radio. These are essential. Every home in Georgia has to have a NOAA weather radio. This is the lifesaver. They run $20 to $50 just depending on the kind you get. This is the Midland 120. This is by far the best seller. It's easy. You can choose the watches and warnings you want to receive. If you only want to receive tornado warnings or severe thunderstorm warnings, that's all that it'll alert you. But it will wake you up in the middle of the night. And with this being an overnight event, that's why we want everybody to have multiple ways to receive those severe weather alerts. And again, NOAA weather radio is one of these. You can get one of these tomorrow if you're out and about. Like I said, tomorrow's going to be a great day of weather. It's going to be a warm, breezy day with temperatures surging into the 80s. So if you're at one of the big box stores, we're talking Walmart, Lowe's, even some of the drugstores carry these. I highly suggest you buy one of these. Battery backup, but you also can plug it in. So if you lose power, it's still going to go off. You can, after this event, I would love to be able to do this, but you can even bring this by the station, and I will actually set it up for you for your exact location. So let us know. We will help you set it up. There are videos online that will help you determine how you can set up for the warnings and advisories that you want to receive. But again, the Midland Weather Radio as well as Skywatch Weather app, two of the things you need. And I wouldn't be upset if you had 3 or 4 ways to receive severe weather alerts, because technology will fail sometimes. So you want to make sure you have backup ways to receive those watches and warnings. That's just a heads up. That's what we're talking about. Again, the issue with this is because it's going to be an overnight event. That is the worst thing we can have in Middle Georgia. You never want an overnight severe weather event, but that is what we're going to be having as we head through Saturday night and into Sunday morning. So that is what we're watching right now. Again, I'm checking social media, just seeing if there's any questions. If you don't have one right now, type it out later. I'll be checking Facebook as well as Twitter as well as YouTube to check on these questions, and I will try to answer them best I will. I know myself and meteorologist Noah Houck will be here tomorrow night covering the situation for you. As the storms start rolling in, we'll go ahead and get a Facebook Live going, go ahead and get on all the digital platforms. And then like we have to do, if a tornado warning is issued in our viewing area, we will break into programming that's going to be on Fox 24 and ABC 16. So it's going to be a busy night tomorrow night. We still got time to watch this. We're going to do updates throughout the day tomorrow to keep you ready and prepared. I know a lot of outdoor activities going on this weekend. Tomorrow in Middle Georgia is going to be a great day of weather. I know a lot of stuff going on down in Dublin, the St. Patrick's Day Parade. You're going to be okay. This is after everybody goes to bed, essentially, 11 p.m. to 11 a.m. for most or 11 a.m. Sunday for most locations that are going to be dealing with this. So just want everybody to be prepared that we're going to have severe weather. We know we're having severe weather from 11 p.m. to 11 a.m. is that window. We may fine-tune that a little bit as we head through the next 24 hours because things will change. The greatest threat for severe weather is going to be to the west of us. But even here in Middle Georgia, we're under a level 4 to a level 3 threat. And that does mean we could be dealing with those strong, long-track tornadoes, the ones that do produce a lot of damage. And a lot of times, those are the ones that will take lives. So that is why we're really harping on this, because this is going to be an overnight event. Winds 70 miles per hour. Always take severe thunderstorm warnings seriously, but especially with this event. Even if we're not having tornadoes, you're going to have damaging winds with that line of storms coming through, and large hail is possible. We don't get a lot of large hail in the deep south a lot of times. Usually it's marble size, on occasion golf ball size, but we could have golf ball size or larger hail tomorrow across the deep south, and that will continue into early Sunday morning. So again, want everybody to be prepared for all the possibilities that we could be dealing with as we head through the next 24 hours. It's going to be an active time. No need to panic. We'll get through this like we always get through severe weather events. Hopefully we will not have any issues. There's going to be issues to the west of us. We know that. How much of that holds together as it moves into Middle Georgia? I am concerned that we are going to have at least quite a bit of severe weather in Middle Georgia Sunday morning during those pre-dawn hours. So just want to make sure everybody is staying weather aware, be prepared, be ready to act, and again, have ways to receive those severe weather alerts. Also, go over your weather safety plan. Have a place where you're going to be. We always say bike helmets. Have bike helmets in your tornado safe spot, because a lot of head injuries are the #1 cause of injuries during severe weather. So a lot of kids have bike helmets. Put those in your safe place as we head through the evening. I always say hard sole shoes as well. A lot of people don't think about it. If a storm comes through, you want to make sure you have shoes on. So if you have to get out and there's debris in anything, a lot of people, of course you sleep barefooted, but have your shoes nearby. And just review your severe weather safety plan. Hopefully this is our only severe weather event of this magnitude this year, but I just don't think it will be. We've got a lot of spring left. March and April are the #1 severe weather months across the Deep South. Deep South, I keep saying, is Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia, and specifically Middle Georgia. Be prepared. We're going to have more severe weather in the coming weeks because it is that time of year. This is really one of those days that everybody's got to stay ready and be prepared and ready to act because we are going to have severe weather. So I'm just going to check on social media real quick, see if there's any questions. I will answer those back in the comment section, of course, as best I can. If you have specific questions, it's hard to, excuse me, answer every question. Don't know when it's going to be at your hometown or your location. That's why you got to have other ways to receive those severe weather alerts. Again, that WGXA Skywatch weather app has that interactive radar that will certainly help. Again, just checking the Facebook, the social medias. All right, Lauren Black, are the supercells worse than a straight line? Yes. That is why we're mainly concerned with this event. And I'll show that model data again. This is going to be tomorrow night as we roll through the through the overnight hours. As the storms move into Middle Georgia, you notice these are individual. It's not a congealed line of storms. Sure, it's a line of individual storms, but you notice these. And we say this in weather, they have a bit of a kidney bean shape. And to us, that tells us those are supercells. And a lot of times, those are the ones that will be producing tornadoes. So supercells are by far the most dangerous type of thunderstorm, and that's what we're going to be dealing with as we head through tomorrow night and early Sunday morning. Again, hopefully, it'll all become one line, and it's just a line of strong storms moving through. But when you have a broken line of storms, typically a lot of times, those will be producing tornadoes, and especially out ahead of the line. If we get any storms out ahead of the line, those are the ones you really have to watch. So again, that significant tornado parameter is what we're going to be dealing with. Yes, down in Cordele, again, anywhere across the Deep South, this is going to be a historic event. I hate to say that, but tomorrow's just one of those red letter days when it comes to weather that a lot of issues are going to occur. So again, it's Friday night, 9:30. You can go about your business. No issues tonight. Severe weather stays to the west of us tonight. All day tomorrow, it's going to be A-OK. It's tomorrow night into early Sunday morning when we are dealing with those here in Middle Georgia. And again, it's those individual supercells that we absolutely hate to see. But notice even at 6 a.m., that's an individual thunderstorm. These are individual thunderstorms. And again, a supercell will produce all types of severe weather, tornadoes, damaging winds, and hail. So that is why we're most concerned. Hopefully that answers your question, and we'll be continuing to update this as we head through the next 24 hours. By this time tomorrow night, we'll really understand what's going to happen. By this time tomorrow night, we're going to be seeing a lot of activity off towards the west. So that's why we're going to continue to watch this. I'm going to look at some stuff over here real quick. So, yeah, that is what we're looking at. A couple of texts coming in and all that stuff, but this is what we're dealing with. Just going to be an active next 24 hours. That's all I can say. You just be prepared, be ready to act. Severe weather is going to occur, so I want everybody to be prepared. We'll get through this like we do every event, but the key to that is you've got to do your part. If you know somebody that may not be paying attention to the weather, let them know that, hey, tomorrow night we're going to have severe weather across the mid-state. So that's why we need your help. That's why we got to get the word out. I know a lot of people get a lot of watches or get a lot of notifications on their cell phone. That's great, but not everybody does. Just make sure you're checking on your neighbors. Let them know that we will be having severe weather. So that is essentially it. Not much going to change tonight. It's going to be tomorrow when things start to develop that we're going to be watching and updating this forecast a little bit. But again, I'm Chief Meteorologist Ryan Stinnett. I'll be here tonight, and then we'll be here through the event tomorrow night along with meteorologist Noah Halleck. So we'll get you through it. We'll get through it like we always do. But again, this is a very volatile situation. It's going to be a violent tornado outbreak off towards our west. Hopefully those do not make their way into middle Georgia, but the possibility is there. So that's why we want everyone to be ready and prepared, because we know we're going to have severe weather tomorrow night. We know that. How severe will it be? We just have to wait and see. Tomorrow, we'll understand a lot more of what's going on. So again, we'll be doing another Facebook Live. We'll be updating the social media platforms throughout the day tomorrow. And our website, of course, WGXA.tv, will be updating that forecast. So just want to make sure everybody's staying prepared and up to date. And again, we'll get through this like we do every event. And again, it's going to be a warm day tomorrow. Tomorrow, go about your business. Just know that tomorrow night, like I said, any outdoor activities tomorrow, it's going to be a warm and windy day in the mid-state. Lower 80s are expected. Dew points, it's going to be an unstable air mass. It's relatively warm out there right now. It's going to be a lot warmer tomorrow afternoon and evening. So that will play a factor into the severe weather threat as well. This is a very dynamic storm system. The dynamics are off the chart in many locations. So even though this is coming through the nighttime, the storms are going to maintain their intensity. So that's why we're really wanting everyone to pay attention to this threat specifically, because this is one of those days. This will be one of those days across the Deep South that it's going to be one of those red letter days, one of the days we don't like to see. But I just want everybody to stay safe and be ready, because we'll get through it. But again, tomorrow afternoon, I'll be back in. We'll be updating the forecast. We'll do another Facebook Live. We'll get a better understanding of what's going to happen across the mid-state, and then we'll get ready for tomorrow night. Again, tomorrow night, do expect severe weather. It's going to occur, all modes of severe weather. And when we say modes, we mean tornadoes, damaging winds, and large hail. Lightning and thunder, of course, that's going to be a given, and heavy rainfall. Not too concerned with a flooding threat. We may get 1 to 2 inches of rain, but it'll be quickly in and out here. So we'll keep an eye on that. But really the most important thing is that tornado threat, the damaging wind threat, and that large hail threat that we're most concerned with as we head through the overnight hours tomorrow night. So again, I'm Chief Meteorologist Ryan Stinnett. I'll have an updated forecast at 11 on ABC 16. Not much is going to change. I'll go ahead and tell you that new model data won't come in. The Storm Prediction Center, which is in charge of issuing those advisories or those outlooks, won't start updating those till after midnight tonight. But like I said, the first round of severe weather, it's already developing off towards our west. I'll show you the big picture once again. You got tornado watches essentially from Iowa all the way down to Louisiana. You're getting tornado warnings, severe thunderstorm warnings ongoing. This round one will make it into Alabama tonight, but that's about as far as it goes. Tomorrow, we're going to have another low pressure develop, and as that low develops, it will then move into that volatile atmosphere and create that volatile atmosphere over the Deep South, and that's when we're going to be dealing with severe storms. So round one is not an issue for us in Georgia. Round two tomorrow night, which is essentially our round one, that's what we're going to be watching. So it's a multi-day severe weather threat. And even during the day on Sunday, off towards our east, they're going to be dealing with severe weather. So again, major severe weather outbreak will occur tomorrow, and then we'll just have to wait and see what happens when it comes to middle Georgia. So again, Chief Meteorologist Ryan Stinnett letting you know what's going on. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll do my best to answer those. But again, we'll be here throughout the event. We'll get through it like we always do.